What's up, YouTube friends and YouTube kin? It's your girl Kay with 2 A's, and I'm back with another video. Today I am doing a how-to video, you guys. I'm coming from a mommy Kaaylon space today. I'm speaking to all my mommies, my parents in general. I want to show you guys how I made my chore board for under $5, less than 30 minutes, so you can go ahead and make you one too. So right here, I'm showing you guys the arts and crafts I will be using to complete this board today. Now, I have made a chore board before, but I went in this time, you know, not knowing how I was going to do it or what I was going to do. I was completely freestyling. I didn't have a ruler, so I used one of the paper boards that I had bought to use as a ruler, which worked out really good because it was already the same length. I just had to lay it cross and draw across with my pencil. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just making some lines to kind of give it some definition so I can know where I'm going to put what. This wasn't hard at all, as you can see. First, I drew a horizontal line so I could separate the days of the week from the actual chores that I was going to be listing. Then I drew some vertical lines. That way I can separate the actual days of the week. Now that I have my lines straight and in place, I'm going over it with a black permanent marker to just kind of finalize the lines. And then I'm going to move to the next step. Now, I know I could have just drew with the black marker in the first place, but like I was telling y'all in my video when I was fixing the wall, I am extra. I be liking stuff to be perfect to my eye when I be doing it. So that's why I went in with the pencil first and then with the marker. Now that my lines are finalized, I'm going in with the tags that I showed you guys, and I'm actually labeling the tags with my kid's name. So they'll see their name, but they'll also have a assigned color. That way the chore board is customized and it's easy for them to read and understand and keep up with what's going on the board. Go ahead and hit a like for your girl if the light bulb came on and you already realized that it is not hard to make a chore board. So right here with the stars, I am going to put the days of the week on the stars. Now, when I was picking out these things, I didn't know what I was going to use them for. I just was picking out things, you know, that look kid friendly, that I know a pop, that I know it'd be easy for them to look at and pay attention to. Now, I did get online, like Amazon and stuff, and, you know, I've seen a bunch of chore boards, but I just didn't feel like they were kid friendly, you know, at least for my kids. I'm like, my kids need something that they're going to be, you know, kind of amused when they look at, or that kind of remind them of school or whatever. So that's what made me go ahead and hand make one again. So I'm just taping it, and I also got the tape from the Dollar Tree as well. I'm just taping the back of the stars onto the paper. I probably made this board about 3 weeks ago, and it's still up. I'm talking about nothing has fell off, nothing. It's still up, and it's working very well. It's giving me a break. You know, the kids have their chores, and, you know, I have my chores as their mom, and it definitely helps get some organization and structure in the home. I highly recommend parents get a chore board. Get your kids a chore board. They will enjoy it. You know, they're looking forward to payday. You know, they come in, soon as they open the pantry where the snacks are, boom, they got a chore board right there. You're looking at the snacks, you're looking at what you're supposed to do. So it definitely works out in my favor. So once I got all of the days of the week lined up and I got the tape on the back, I was ready to move to the next part of the board. I didn't know what I was going to do next. I'm just going along with it. As it go, I'm just thinking, okay, well, you know, this should go here, that should go there. And I wanted to make this video to give you guys, you know, a clear idea of how to make it. Because yes, I showed in my Dollar Tree video, and make sure you watch that video. But I did show in my Dollar Tree video, you know, what I got and things like that. But I wanted you guys to see, you know, so this is how it's coming out so far. So far, and I have, the big green sign that they can't miss chores. I have the days of the week and I have the puzzles. I thought the puzzles would be cool because it's like kind of like putting the pieces to the puzzle. At the end of the week, you do your chores, you get paid to kind of like motivate them. And I also explained that to them as well. I didn't use any glue or anything like that. I taped everything down and it definitely worked out well. I was so excited while I was doing this. I highly recommend it. This is what I have so far, you guys. So everything is, on the board, taped down, ready to go. Now I need to go ahead and let them know exactly what to do and how to do it based off the chore they have. So the big stars that you see on the left hand side under chores, I have the actual chores that I want them to do listed. For example, the kitchen. That's the top one, being that, that's the downstairs. Everybody know that your downstairs is supposed to always be presentable at all times. So I list the kitchen first, the bathrooms, because it is very important to have a clean home in general, but definitely a clean bathroom. Where we go and sanitize have to be clean. So I feel like that's kind of like the next priority. And then the upstairs loft, which is where the kids actually spend most of their time after school and on the weekends, that's also one of the most important things as well. And then for the last orange sticker on the bottom, I put wash your clothes. Yes, wash your clothes. Yes, I teach my kids how to wash their clothes. They're still getting the hang of it, so I'm still constantly showing them, but they do, wash some of their clothes. Sometimes I don't always do it because I want to raise responsible, independent kids, so that way when they grow up as adults, definitely my boys, they are able to, tend to their own needs, clean up properly, wash their clothes properly, and it starts at home. Now I'm just taping those things down, and I didn't tape it down first and then I didn't write on it, first and then tape it down, because I was like, okay, what if I need to change it? What if I mess up or something? So that's what I'm like, okay, I got a bunch of different stars. So if I mess up, that's no problem. But if I tape it down and I have to rip it up, that's going to be a problem. So that's why I wrote on it first and then taped it down once I got it exactly how I want it. Now this lime green star that I have here is actually a motivational funny quote that I put on the board to, let my kids know to make your money, honey. So that's what that star says. And I'm going to put that at the top of the puzzle. That way, they will see that this big green star leads us to the puzzle of making our money. And you guys are going to see how I do that in just a second. Right now, I'm adding the wash your clothes and just getting that taped on the board. So I'm just looking over the board, to see like, okay, what else can I do next? So far, I think that it's coming along great. I'm super excited. They are super excited. So they come over to ask me, well, hey, Mom, how is it going? And I'm glad you guys came over, because I actually want to get their opinion on, what they would like to do on what days, because even though that they're kids, I believe that my kids do have a voice and they do have an option to certain things. They are human, I'm their mom, but I'm not their owner in a say, if that makes sense. Like I think that they should have a say so, like, okay, well, Mom, I'm usually tired, after school on Mondays because it's the beginning of the week, so I might want to just clean up the upstairs loft, or Mom, I'd rather clean up the kitchen. I wanted them to have a say so in what they do on what days. So I was glad that they came over so I can discuss that with them. And that's pretty much what we're discussing right here. They're still rocking their beads from the MLK parade. We had so much fun there. And unfortunately, I couldn't make a video because they were playing a lot of music and I didn't want to get, any kind of copyright claims or anything like that. So I'm just continuing to ask them, what they want to do. And I'm also putting my 2 cents in on who I think clean up what better. And I did go ahead and give them some off days, and we are a team. So those are the days that I will clean up, because I am still the mom, and you know, we're family and we take turns. So they have their days, and then they have their days where they're completely off. And when they come home from school, I will be then cleaned up, you know, everything, and, you know, dinner and stuff like that will be ready, and they won't have to worry about chores. They can go outside and just be kids, or they can, you know, watch TV for a change. And this is how it's looking so far. I am so proud of my board, you guys. I really hope that this video helped you out, gave you an idea of what you want to do. It is a game changer. Like, I don't know why I didn't always have a board. And as you can see, I did list the amounts that they would get paid. So I also told them to save 10% of their income as well. So the chore board, it did a lot of things. It opened their eyes up to responsibility. It opened their eyes up to saving some of their income, which followed them into adulthood. And it's very important to know that. That's something that, you know, we should teach our kids, financial literacy, and it starts at home. I believe that everything starts at home. Yes, kids grow up and they be how, you know, they be different from how we raise them sometimes, but what we can do as a parent is try. So our chore board is thebomb.com. I hope this influenced you to make a chore board. Leave a comment. Let me know how you think I did. Let me know if this influenced you to make your kids a chore board. And I will see you guys on the next video.